This recent violence happening during a larger conversation about police reform. And a local pastor telling our Doug Reardon that there is a section of the community that's being overlooked, and that is the faith community.
A violent week in Grand Rapids, unrelated to, but right in the middle of a newly sparked national conversation about police reform. But for Grand Rapids Reverend Jerry Bishop, it's a familiar place to be.
This is a very redundant call to action that we have literally every summer. And very humbly, it seems as if people are never listening until people start dying.
Reverend Bishop joined police at their Friday press conference to address the recent shootings, briefly speaking before we caught up with him outside LifeQuest Urban Outreach Center. As the country ponders the role of police and cities and counties plan out their departments' budgets, Reverend Bishop says they shouldn't overlook the role the faith community can play in the change.
They have the greatest barometer of what's going on. We're either sometimes shunned, not engaged, or underutilized.
Reverend Bishop very clearly said he's not an adversary of the GR Police. He just wants to help. With more and more talk about redirecting mental health and substance abuse calls to health and social workers instead of armed officers, Bishop says those roles already exist.
Most of the urban congregations in the urban core have licensed professionals that are doing it in another forum that could be doing it with connectivity to the neighborhood.
Neighborhoods they live in and know, unless violence begins, Bishop says, with something much simpler, giving a productive way to fill time in place of violence. And he says the faith community can do that, not later, but now.
We have vast campuses of real estate that could be utilized for skill development, that within safe distance, all the protocols for COVID protection. Lives will continue to perish as long as we remain reactive instead of proactive.
And that was Doug Reardon reporting. LifeQuest is on Fisk Road in Grand Rapids and also online at lqministries.net.